Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sid Coelho. I am the product lead of Toshi at Coinbase. Just waiting for my slides to come up. Hope you guys are doing great. All right, there we go. So today I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the decentralized web, but on mobile. So just a quick introduction to Toshi. Toshi is Coinbase's user-controlled open source wallet. It is a, there we go. Our wallet supports both ETH as well as ERC20 tokens, as well as collectibles. We also have a full-featured DApp browser where we feature like 40 or 50 of the best DApps, but then you can also go to any DApp you'd like. And then finally, we have a messenger where you can send WhatsApp-style payments to anyone in the world. So let's talk about DApps. So DApps are what we believe are going to be the vehicle by which we take the decentralized web to millions of users, right? And it's going to open the utility phase of cryptocurrency as opposed to just the investment phase. So as of 18 months ago, there were almost no DApps. Today, there's over 1,400 DApps. And that number is growing very, very rapidly. And until a few months ago, if you wanted to use a DApp, you had to install MetaMask and use it on web. But that doesn't reflect how we're spending most of our time these days. Most of us are spending most of our time on mobile. And if you go to other parts of the world, if you go to other parts of the world, people, for at least 1 billion people, their only source of internet access is via their mobile phones. And so it's really important. If we want to start a revolution, we have to be available on mobile. Sorry, I seem to be having trouble with the clicker. Can you go back a couple of slides? It's auto-advancing. Thank you. So we already feature around 40 of what we consider the best mobile dApps out there, and there's many more on the way. And with that, let's go down the rabbit hole and get started. So let's start with buying some ETH. We're going to use the Coinbase buy widget on Toshi. This is a sneak peek. We're going to release it in a couple of weeks. But it's a very easy way to send money directly to your wallet. A couple of clicks and the money shows up. And now that we have the ETH, let's go token shopping. So as an open platform, we feature all of the best decentralized exchanges, and we have several more that are coming in the next few weeks. But in this example, I've chosen Oasis Direct because they have a really easy user interface. There we go. So as you can see, this is the list of the exchanges we offer. Oasis Direct, let's go and buy some DAI. And then once we place the transaction, we can just jump to the wallet and confirm that the DAI has arrived. There we go. There's our DAI. Now we can go shopping. So let's talk about cats now. So I'm sure everyone in this room by now owns a CryptoKitty. But let's look at what it looks like on mobile, right? And so here's a cat I like. It doesn't have a tail, which is a very rare trait. So I like this one. I'm going to buy it. There we go. And then once again, let's just jump back to the wallet and take a look at the collectibles drawer and make sure that it's showed up there as well. There we go. There's a cat at the bottom. And now what's really amazing about collectibles is the fact that you can now take them to other dApps, and those dApps will recognize your collectible and allow you to extend its functionality. So in this example, we go to kittyhats.co, and you can now add accessories to your cat. So you want to dress up your cat with a bow tie or with a bread face or some cool sunglasses, and whatever you like, you can buy and add it to your cat. And that's pretty cool. But what I think is even cooler is what if you could take your cat and then build a social media personality around it. And so if you go to user feeds, you can actually you get a social media avatar, and you can build your CryptoKitties influence on this product, which is really cool. You can even go to Crypto Goods and buy a real-life mug or T-shirt and have it shipped over to you. And then finally, let's say that you went to user feeds, you created this cat, you took up its value, you became like the Kim Kardashian of like cat chat, and now you want to make some money off of it, right? And so you can go and auction your asset to the highest bidder on like the decentralized eBays like Rarebits and OpenSea. So moving on from cats, if you guys have been following, there's a lot of drama on social media these days. It tends to revolve around censorship as well as ownership of your private data. And we're seeing a lot of DApps that are coming out that help you, that are trying to tackle this issue. So for example, with Peepit, which is like a decentralized Twitter, if you don't like what the front end, what the moderation policies are on the front end, you can just fork it and build your own front end and with its own moderation policies. So, and that new front end will read directly from the blockchain and IPFS. So that's pretty cool too. Another big use case for crypto is as a payments layer, a global payments layer, where merchants and shoppers don't need to rely on any centralized banks. So in this example, you can see what it's like if a user is shopping on a website that uses Coinbase Commerce, and they can seamlessly just go in, pick what they want to buy, and place an order. And it's really easy to do. And finally, what we believe is like one of the most important parts of crypto is not just being able to spend your money, but really the opportunity to create livelihoods around the world for people who don't have anything to suddenly have a way to get a job and earn some money. And you can already do that even today. You can go to Cent and answer questions and make a small amount of money, or you can go to Ethlands and look for jobs, and if there's something that suits your skill, you can make get paid in crypto. And then finally, if you are a skilled programmer, you can go and win bounties on Gitcoin or Bounties Network. So what's coming next? These are some of the things that we're really excited about at Toshi and Coinbase. We think that identity is going to unlock a ton of use cases. And whether it's being able to execute a fair drop of coins, or whether it's being able to recover recover your private keys, there's a variety of things to do. And identity will enable that. State channels will lower latency, reduce fees, and just vastly improve the user experience. Protocol-based apps. So you've probably followed what's happened with the 0x ecosystem and how it's mushroomed on top of this protocol in the last year. We think that same thing is going to happen with other protocols like Dharma, like LivePeer, like DYDX. And we think there's going to be some game-changing consumer-facing apps that are built on top of this tech. Token-curated registries, very new tech, very nascent, but we think that they could do a great job of helping to make sense of the ecosystem, to curate, to sort, to rank. So that's something to watch. And then I would say that user experience is a huge focus for us at Toshi, but it should also be for the entire community. We onboard, hundreds of thousands of users, and the complaint is always that it's just too damn hard. There's too much of technical knowledge that you need to learn as a new user. You need to learn private keys, gas limits, all this complicated stuff. We need to fix all of that. And then I'd say the last thing is that we haven't seen the killer DApp yet. As much as I love CryptoKitties and cats, we haven't seen Ethereum's killer DApp yet. What I'm hoping is that all of us here are building that infrastructure that will allow that critical DApp to emerge. One last thing. If you guys like what you saw today, we're actively hiring. We're trying to grow our team and build the consumer gateway to the decentralized web. So feel free to come and chat with me or Emre or Pete in the audience and at any time during EdCon, or just go to coinbase.com/careers. Look forward to talking to you. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome.